Hey there, Aries, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of October 2022, and we're going to take a look at your past, your present, and your near future energies. Also, Aries, please keep in mind if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do so is in the description box below. I love this. Very optimistic energy in the recent past for you. Okay. I love it. So, the main energy for your reading this month is the Page of Pentacles. It seems like there's slow movement towards something. The reason the movement is so slow, the reason things are happening so slowly is because you're not investing a lot of energy in making whatever this has happen. And I don't know if this is a love reading yet or if this has to do with a career or something like that. But essentially you're showing me like, hey, I'm taking baby steps. I'm moving slowly, but it's not that I can't move any faster. I can. I'm choosing not to. And we'll see why you're not investing a lot of energy in whatever this is. In the recent past, you get the Ten of Cups, the Chariot, and the Three of Wands. You're very, very optimistic. You know that like, hey, when I'm ready to put, pedal to the metal towards my happiness, towards my emotional fulfillment, I'll get there. I know that when I commit my energy to something, instantly, like it'll happen. But I'm not there yet. I don't want to do it quite yet. It's almost like you're showing me like, hey, I know that in 2 to 3 months, I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be ready to run this marathon, and this marathon has to do with something that makes you very, very happy. But I'm not ready at this point. I know I'll be ready then. I'm just not ready right now. And we'll see why this is showing up for you in the recent past. In the current situation, you get the Star, the World, and the Five of Swords. You really, really want something. There's something that you're deeply, deeply desiring, but you're also showing me it might be over. It might be done. I might not be able to get what I want. And this is where this lack of trust comes in. You really want something, but because here in the 3D world, we've dubbed it as done, over, not going to happen, you're starting to doubt your own intuition and your own thoughts about how badly you want it. Can I make this happen? Is this realistic? Etc. In the near future, you get the Six of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Strength. I love this. It's taken a lot of effort for you to get to this place in the near future, but it's a beautiful, beautiful brand new beginning for you. And it also makes you feel very happy, very fulfilled, and kind of like I made it. I was able to make it. I like this energy. Let's see. I want to clarify. So I'm going to start off by clarifying the main energy for your reading this month, which is the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Chariot, which you get again here in the recent past. Lots and lots of pages here. You're forcing yourself for some reason to take things very, very, very slowly. You have the ability to move faster. Like literally, this is almost like, imagine yourself as a Lamborghini, right? You could go 0 to 60 really, really fast, but you're choosing to drive like 5 miles an hour. You're doing this on purpose. You're showing me this 3 times. I'm purposefully taking small, slow steps, even though I know I could go like 100 miles an hour, way, way faster. You're choosing not to do that on purpose. So let's see. Let's take a look at your recent past. I want to see the Ten of Cups for you in the recent past and see what that's about. Ten of Cups is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. So there's a little bit of contrasting energy here in the recent past. There's definitely a strong connection, a strong bond that you feel with someone. And on the one hand, this bond gives you a lot of emotional stability, a lot of emotional fulfillment. It really makes you, or at least made you, because this is in your recent past, very, very happy, very balanced, very content. On the other hand, you're also showing me, but I need to defend myself. I need to guard myself when it comes to this connection, when it comes to this bond. So it's almost like you're showing me both sides of the coin. This connection, this bond makes me feel very happy. It makes me feel very emotionally stable. But there's also this other side where I'm not fully, open, right? I'm still walking around with my guard on. I'm still walking around with my armor on for some reason. It could be that you carry some pain, some residual pain tied up to what this person did or something that this connection did to hurt you. And you're like, I'm not experiencing the pain right now, but I don't want to get hurt again, type of thing. Let's take a look at the Chariot for you in the recent past. Chariot is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Devil. Lots of resistance here. And this is why you're moving slowly when it comes to this connection. You're kind of making sure every step that you take, I can see the situation clearly. You have a really big fear of looking at the situation incorrectly. So you're kind of like going through this situation connection. I do feel like this is a connection because you're showing me another energy here. You're interacting with this energy and you take a step, you're scanning, you're like, okay, am I safe? Any red flags? Am I sure that I don't see any red flags? Okay, cool. Another step. And that's how you're dealing with this person. You're showing me if I took the brakes off, I could move way, way, way more quickly when it comes to this individual. However, because of what happened, because of whatever happened between you guys in the distant past, you're kind of like, hey, I'm taking my time. I'm moving very, very slowly because I want to make sure that I'm seeing the situation clearly, that I'm seeing everything correctly. Let's take a look at the Three of Wands for you in the recent past. Three of Wands is clarified by the Hangman, the Seven of Cups, and the Fool. Again, you're really taking your time here in the recent past and you're showing me I'm the one pumping the brakes. I'm doing this on purpose because I want to make sure that what I view as a new beginning, what I view as this is a brand new start is actually what it is. You're looking at everything and you're really kind of almost like looking at all possible outcomes here, right? So for example, if this person said, hey, how are you doing today? You would look at it as hey, how are you doing today? Hey, how are you doing today? You're literally not overanalyzing, but more so looking at every single possibility to make sure that you're not seeing it incorrectly and to make sure that what you perceive the situation to be, which is quite positive, is actually as positive as you think it is. It is this new beginning the way you view it. Very cautious energy in the recent past, but it seems like you have reason to be cautious. Let's take a look at your current situation. I'm going to start off by clarifying the Star for you in the current situation. The Star is clarified by the Hierophant, the Page of Wands, and the Lovers. Whew. Okay. Oh, sorry, not the Page, the King of Wands. This deck is different. So again, this is you. This is your energy. You are the King of Wands to me as a reader. I don't assign gender to my cards. What you want, what you truly want, is this connection. And I feel like you have a specific connection in mind, but if not, you're showing me a very ideal picture of the type of relationship you want. The Lovers on the Hierophant is literally like match made in heaven, like a marriage made in heaven. You want this very, very deep connection with this person. You want that love where it's not just you and them in the 3D world, but it's like your higher self and their higher self being connected. Almost like your souls are married in a sense. And you're showing me that's what I want. That's what I'm yearning for. That's like my deepest, deepest desire. Because you're desiring it though, it's telling me that you don't currently have it in your life. Now, it could be that you want this type of connection with this person, which you're very, very guarded with, and which it seems like you're having a new beginning with in the recent past, or it could be that this is what you're looking for and you're like, I'm not about to settle for anything short of this. This is the emotion that I want. Let's take a look at the World for you in the current situation. The World is clarified by the Magician, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So you are manifesting something that's done. This is a connection from your past. You're showing me, I have something in my 3D world, right, which we deemed as done. We're over, we're separated, close that book. But you're not done with closing that book, are you? Because you want it back. You're showing me whatever I lost, whatever was taken from me, essentially, whatever separation took place, I want it back. And I ask you, okay, well, why do you want this back? Because this has long-term potential to it. This connection, the one you're longing for, can go the distance. You feel like it can go the distance. You feel like it has all the characteristics of a long-term relationship. I don't know what happened between you and this person. I feel like you guys may have separated quite a while ago because I'm not seeing any pain here. So this is letting me know this isn't like a fresh breakup. You're over the emotional part and now you're kind of looking at things, or at least hoping that you're looking at things from a much more objective perspective. Let's take a look at the 5 of Swords for you in the current situation. Five of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the 8 of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. Excuse me. Some of you may be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. You have this love for this person. You know you love them, and what's beautiful is you're showing me, I know that they love me just as much. So there's no doubt there, right? However, what you're not sure about is whether or not you can trust the situation. Remember how I said here in the recent past, you look at every option from like multiple angles. At anything that happens, you look at it from multiple perspectives. You're kind of taking that to the next step in the current situation. And there's a little bit of overthinking and overanalyzing happening here, where it's kind of like we're reading into things too much. This to me is an energy of I'm afraid to get hurt, or I don't trust the situation, or there's a lack of trust here for me. So what I'm doing is I'm letting my mind take over, and then your mind is just kind of running with it. But your mind is not running in all the ways that this could work out, all the ways that this could be a very positive connection. Your mind is running into all the negative ways, all the doubts and the fears and the insecurities and the limiting beliefs. This is not the best energy because you're essentially taking a beautiful emotion of love, right? You're running it through the filter of the mind, and then that lack of trust kind of amps itself or amplifies essentially when it comes to the person that you're dealing with. So I would say maybe in the current situation, take a look at why you're letting your mind kind of run the show here and get the better of you when it comes to the fears, the insecurities, all of that. Let's take a look at the near future. I want to take a look at the 6 of Wands for you in the near future. Six of Wands is clarified by the 8 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and you get the Ace of Pentacles again, and the 6 of Pentacles. It seems like in the near future, you and this person are coming back to like a good place. At some point, you or them, or the both of you may have emotionally disconnected. You guys are now coming back to this place of equal give and take, where you're not emotionally disconnected, they're not emotionally disconnected. You guys are both coming from very grounded energies to have this brand new beginning. And what's beautiful is you guys are both contributing equally. You're giving 50%, they're giving 50%. It's almost like there's not anybody breadcrumbing the other person. There's no tit for tat. There's none of this childish energy. It's a very positive, very beautiful new beginning. Now, love is not at the forefront here, right? The love is in the background. But on the surface, you guys are more so dealing with each other like, hey, let's balance everything out. Let's make sure everything's good. Let's have this brand new start, and then we can build on top of it. Let's take a look at the Ace of Pentacles in the near future. Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the, the Justice. I can't talk. These cards are they have different names, and so it takes me a minute because it says adjustment here, but it's justice essentially. So I want to make sure you guys know exactly what that means. This is beautiful. You guys are both working together, and I feel like you're the one that's really kind of, taking the lead here, which isn't surprising. You are a fire sign. You're usually the one that dictates how things go and what happens. But essentially, you're the one taking the leads to balance everything out here. In this new beginning, you're like, hey, I don't just want me and you here in the 3D world to be good, right? I don't want to sweep anything under the rug. I want to make sure that divine balance is restored between us, right? We need to have a conversation, not an emotional one where we yell at each other and let our feelings take the lead, but more so a very logical, practical conversation about what happened, right? And what we want out of this new beginning and how we can make it happen. And this is how you're basically restoring divine balance here, both in the 3D world and on an energetic level. This is very beautiful energy. Very, very beautiful energy. Let's take a look at the strength for you in the near future. Strength is clarified by the Sun, the Three of Cups, and the Empress. Beautiful. Reconciliation. It's been a long time coming, but the reconciliation is finally here in the near future. It took a lot of effort. It took a lot of courage on your part, right? To keep your heart open, to be truthful to yourself, to not let your mind kind of take over here. But it seems like this thing that you desired, this love, this connection, is with a person from your past. And this reconciliation here in the near future, you're looking at it and you're like, this is what I wanted. This is what I've wanted this whole time. This person, us back together, beautiful energy, and the Sun. I mean, like literally the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. This is like an explosion of happiness in the near future. And it really seems like you're the one that kind of made sure to take it slow, to make sure you weren't misreading the situation, to make sure you were very clear about what you wanted as well. Your mind kind of took a hold of you in the current situation just a little bit, but it seems like in the near future you get a grip and you're kind of like, no, this is what I want. Let me navigate this. Let me dictate how this goes. And again, I say you because this is your reading. This could be your person's energy, so take it as it resonates. Let's see what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month, Aries. Oh, what flipped over? From the universe, you get the Four of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, even though you guys were over at some point, even though this ended at some point, you never gave up hope. You never gave up the emotions that you felt for this person. You held on to them and you're like, you know what? Yeah. Things may have ended, we may have ended, it was difficult, it was painful, but the feelings are still there. And I'm not letting go of the feelings. I'm not just going to ignore them and pretend like they're not there. And it's those feelings which were kind of a seed for you, which allowed this beautiful tree of love and desire, and in the near future, you two coming back together to actually grow. Really beautiful reading, Aries. Very, very beautiful. So if this resonated for you, I would love it if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll see you here on the next one.